Hey yo, what is going on guys? Cash and Clean here, and for today's video I have a little update to give you guys. So a little update about me, a little update about what's going on in Trove, a little bit of a recap from this year, and then talking about like some big updates that happened, small updates, and I'll kind of go into like the future of like what we can expect. And before I begin with that, in the background you can see me farming with Shadowhunter. It's a bit laggy, but at least it's there. I'm not like one-shotting things, but I'm just doing damage, so we got some gameplay in the back there. Just doing some casual U11 farming, just listening to a YouTube video, so nothing too extreme here. But anyway, let's begin. I don't even know where to begin, but it's been a while since I actually uploaded, especially a Trove video. So I think it's been like 2-3 weeks, maybe like in between there. I did upload the Lethal Company video. If you haven't seen that, you can check that out on my channel. It was like uploaded a few days ago, I think like maybe 4 or 5 days ago now. But it's been really tough to upload because I changed my entire setup. And yeah, so got rid of my entire desk, got a new desk. I'm positioned differently, so I was kind of out in like the open-ish in my room, but now I'm like towards the wall. My new setup looks a little bit more clean, so I like that. I'm able to like organize things how I want to. The only issues that I've so far encountered is my desk is one of them. It's a good desk, but it's just a little bit wobbly. I think it's just because it's on carpet and stuff. But actually, even if it wasn't on carpet, I think it'd still be a little bit wobbly. It's not the end of the world though, but it will cause an issue for my mic, which is the other issue. So for whatever reason, I kept everything the exact same. The mic sounds different, like I sound super quiet even though like it's the same distance, if not like super close to my mouth. So like I'm right in front of it, I'm talking directly into it, but for whatever reason it was super quiet. So let me know in the comments down below if my audio is alright. I'm hoping it's alright. I did a lot of messing around with it, so hopefully this is like spot on. I gotta set up a lot of my OBS stuff. I think as far as everything goes, I have everything set up. I just have to do a little bit of tweaks to OBS because I think when I record, multiple things get recorded to specific things. So like when I was watching my YouTube video, it was kind of going against my game audio, and usually I have those on like separate tracks when I'm editing, so if I need to take something out, I can just delete that whole thing, so delete the YouTube video part and then just have like my Trove game audio. And for whatever reason, I had multiple tracks for my Google Chrome, so just any audio that was coming out of there really. So I have to fix that. It's not like the end of the world because I mean I made this video, so I'm doing something right at least. But yeah, I'll have to mess around with my mic. Hopefully this is good. The distance seems fine. I might have to get a new shock mount though, because every time I move my desk, whenever I'm like tapping, so when I play Osu, usually it's fine for Trove or like other games. Other games, sometimes I have like a controller, and I don't really have to do anything too intensive with that. But yeah, overall, I really like this new setup. I feel like, I don't know, I can talk to you guys more, I can create more content like this. Seems pretty nice. And yeah, just been overall super busy. I've been trying to get this all set up just so I can actually start recording videos, and that's the other thing I wanted to get into. So I've been doing my best to upload every 2 to 4 days, sometimes 3 to 4 days. It kind of just depends, and it depends on if I'm busy or not. And it's pretty difficult when I have work because I come home super late, so I'll have like, I don't know, whatever time to record a video, so maybe like an hour-ish, and it's kind of cutting into my sleep time. But I do want to put out like decent videos. I don't want to just like make a tutorial to just make one. I want to actually have one that's like meaningful to you guys, something that you guys can actually use. So whether you're an endgame player or like a new player, I try to find the balance of like what we can do here, and then I talk about like updates that will happen, and like this video, like updates that will happen here. But I have been considering daily uploading. I really do want to focus on like specific times where I'm not too busy. So I don't know, I might be pretty busy up until around March, but I want to find some time where I can actually start daily uploading, and I want to put out a lot of Trove content. I have so many ideas for Trove, but I just cannot do them. But I really want to do them. And if I do daily uploading, I can get a bunch of like tutorials out, get a bunch of, I don't know, other video ideas out to you guys. And then the other projects that I wanted to do on the side, I can kind of add along to it, and then if any Trove updates happen, I can add that along. So it should help out with the daily uploading if I do plan on doing that. I just wanted to see what would happen if I did that for an entire year. And if you guys watch that, that is entirely up to you. But it's like a little goal of mine to set. I feel like every YouTuber kind of goes through this. Maybe not every, but at some point I don't know, they go through like daily uploads. Whether it's not on the main channel, sometimes they'll do like other channels, like their second channel. They'll post some content on their main channel and then go to their second channel and put other stuff on there. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below as well. I'm kind of curious on what you guys think about that, because I kind of do want to do this daily uploading thing, but I'm gonna have to find like a good chunk of time. So I can find one weekend, record a bunch of videos, edit that, spend like the entire day doing that, and then once the next weekend rolls around, I can actually start catching up and keep on making videos to add up to a year. Because I don't know, I feel like a year is a pretty good milestone for me. It's a huge goal, kind of a big milestone if I do hit it, but I think it'd be pretty cool. I just want to try it out once. But yeah, that's the main stuff that's going on with me at the moment. Hope you guys are enjoying your holidays. Hope you're having a good little break. Now, getting into Trove, there's a couple things I wanted to talk about. So for Trove, there were a decent amount of updates that happened this year. Not ones that I was expecting, and maybe not ones that you guys were expecting either. If you didn't know, I made a video in the beginning of the year-ish of like certain things that would happen this year, because it was on the calendar for Trove if you went to the Trovosaurus website, and for whatever reason it got taken down, so I guess their plans changed. Maybe it's still in their plans, but either way, this year we had the mana update. That was the most recent one. We had the name update, which I don't know, I found kind of useless, but some of you guys like it, so that's pretty cool, you know, your guys' opinions. I don't really know what else we had. We had the Fluxion update. That was, I guess that one's kind of good if you're missing mastery items from Luxion. And then I think the Gunslinger rework was this year as well. So overall, not really too much happened this year in terms of like really good updates. I don't think any of these updates were really good. Maybe the Gunslinger rework, maybe the Fluxion update, but they weren't like big updates. They're kind of small. Like they could have just done that at any point. And the thing that I don't understand is why they didn't follow the plan that they had originally. So there's supposed to be new stuff for gardening, there's supposed to be new stuff for geode, and that's specifically for the caves. And with that update, I would imagine that instead of having like day drop, ancient gears, all of that stuff like randomly in your inventory, just like numbered out, like back in the olden days of Trove where you can have like a stack of shapestone or whatever in your inventory. Now it's like really clean. You can have a bunch of shapestone without interfering with other things. I don't know if you guys know what I mean by any of this, but hopefully someone knows what I mean. But I think tying that in with geodes so you can actually hold resources in your inventory, like that would make trading a lot easier, and that would just be overall like really good. Like having space in your inventory not taken up by like, I don't know, stacks of day drop or something. I'm just using day drop as an example, but instead we can use that for other things like I don't know, companions, maybe some eggs that you want to keep, I don't know, something like that. And with the geode update, they could have just added other stuff if they really wanted to. Hopefully no companions, I don't want to see any of that, but they could have done anything else, made the caves a little bit easier to actually navigate through. I feel like some people might struggle with that, but if you don't, then that's cool too. I feel like they can change, like maybe rework it a little bit, make it a little bit more friendly towards newer people, because I feel like playing Geode is just playing a different game entirely. And apart from that, I'm pretty sure there's something there about a new class. So, I don't know, I think we've had a new class basically every year. Maybe not every year, definitely not every year. We had Solarion, we've had the Vanguard, we've had Bard. I don't know if I'm missing another one, but like the latest three at least. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm missing one. Either way, you guys get the point. I thought there was going to be another class because it was listed on the calendar, but I guess that's going to be like a future thing. I really hope they stop making classes at some point. I don't want to get to like, I don't know, 50 classes, because then I feel like, I don't know if Warframe has this, but like, I know for at least Overwatch, every season they add a new character, and I feel like at some point you just gotta stop. Like, if we have 50 characters in Trove, like, sure, we can level them up, we can give them the power rank, but I feel like it just doesn't make sense with the game. Instead, what I think should happen is, I'm pretty sure when this game first came out, it was intended to have support classes, DPS classes, and tanks. Rev being a tank, Candy Bar being a tank, something like that. I think it would make the most sense to have a rework for every class to actually fit those roles instead of just making new classes. Because I feel like whenever a new class gets made, it gets broken, they do so much damage, they're OP, and then they do a nerf, and then they nerf other classes, and then maybe they do a slight buff or another rework. I don't know. I feel like I can go on about that topic, but they really need to do something about that in my opinion. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like the overall updates that happened this year weren't as good as the ones from last year, because last year we had a couple big updates. We had the Reeling in the Stars update, so that's the star chart. And the star chart actually had meaning, where if you actually farm the materials, you're getting buffs for your character. So I thought that was pretty cool. Whereas this update, where we have the mana stuff, this is completely useless. It's all temporary. You're just getting it for mastery. We're not going to use the allies that are in there, whereas in the Reeling in the Stars update, there are allies in there that you can use, and they're beneficial. They give you more light. It's basically like the next set of updated allies. So you get the light, the damage, the movement speed, stuff like that. And the mana update tried to do that, but it was just like a worse version. temporary buffs. Like, it's cool that you can see what buffs you have. I feel like we're just mixing in too many things, and I feel like they're gonna mix in other things in the future, so like for next year, and it just doesn't really fit in with this game. But that's just my take on it. I'm curious on what you guys think about all that. And yeah, overall, the updates this year just felt really useless. I feel like the devs just put something out for us to actually have something to do, whereas we could have just waited. I don't know, like, we could have maybe waited a year for like a really big update, really cool one. Instead, we got some little ones which had mastery in it, you know, had some fun in it here and there, maybe not so fun, but I'd rather have updates that aren't super pointless. And last year we had the Sunrise update as well, so that was the U11, the Crystal Gems. The Crystal Gems make sense, and I'm hoping for next year. I really don't want to do this, but I feel like at some point it's gonna have to. The permatorches, at the moment, right now it's really weird because if you upgrade your permatorch, it turns into a radiant. But for whatever reason, Stellar has less powering than the Radiant. So overall, they have to fix the rarity of the torches. I feel like that just has to happen. And I'm pretty sure at some point they're gonna add crystal permatorches, so maybe you can upgrade yours, something like that. They gotta rework the whole system, I think. And it's just so annoying farming Leviathans because you can farm for like an entire day and just make no progress. And it's just entirely RNG based. The average is 1 in 250, which might be a decent average. Maybe you hit that average. I've seen some people go 1,000 Levi's without a single permatorch. I've seen one person go 3,000 without a permatorch. Hopefully that's none of you guys, but I've seen it has happened, and it's really annoying. And I'm kind of curious on what's going to happen with the whole permatorch situation going into 2024, or if an update like that even happens. And the last thing that I wanted to talk about before I end this video is Bomba Royale Season 3 from last year. So that was kind of a fun update. Like, they brought back Bomba Royale, but they didn't really make it as fun because I don't know how many of you guys actually played it, but a lot of us endgame players just went in there /respawn because you get the coins. That's all you had to do. You just had to meet a certain requirement. So I think it was, I don't know what, top 10 that you had to make it in, which was pretty easy because there's already a lot of bots. I still don't understand why they have bots, but they do. And basically the whole idea is you go in there. Once you're top 10, you just do /respawn, you get your coin, and you go back in, and you kind of rinse and repeat. They could probably do a little bit of rework for that, make it actually a little bit more fun. I think they tried to, but it's basically the same game. But if you actually did play it and you actually have fun with it, you know, that's the thing that I like. Maybe we can do like a little tournament with that or something. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I kind of like the idea of it. So there's like a bunch of people playing it. And then, I don't know, at some point you're gonna get all the items and there's just gonna be less people playing it. So there's always that as well. But yeah, I don't know. I'm curious on what they're gonna do for 2024. 2023 just felt kind of useless for Trove in terms of updates. Like small ones, like sure they're kind of cool, kind of helpful, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for listening, watching, viewing, and subscribing. And I will talk to you all later.